What if your favorite K-pop idols were actually saving the world in secret? Imagine a world where the power of music isn't just about topping the charts, but about fighting ancient demons. That's the electrifying premise of K-pop Demon Hunters, the animated musical that didn't just break records, it shattered them, becoming a cultural phenomenon. Today, we're diving deep into the story, the world, and the secrets behind this groundbreaking film that redefined what animation and K-pop could be. So, what is K-pop Demon Hunters? Directed by Maggie Kong and Chris Applehands and produced by Sony Pictures Animation for Netflix, this film is an absolute feast for the senses. It blends Korean mythology, high-energy K-pop, and a story about self-acceptance into one stunning package, and the world agreed. It became the most watched original title in Netflix history with a staggering 325 million views. Its soundtrack dominated the Billboard charts, and it even got nominated for Golden Globes and Critics' Choice Awards. This wasn't just a movie, it was a movement. The story begins long, long ago. Earth was plagued by demons, led by their ruler, Guima, who fed on human souls. Humanity's only hope came in the form of three women who discovered they could use their singing voices to create a magical barrier called the Honmoon, trapping the demons. Ever since, a new trio of hunters has been chosen in each generation to maintain this barrier, with the ultimate goal of transforming it into the Golden Honmooner permanent seal that would banish demons forever. Fast forward to the present day, and our latest demon hunting trio is none other than the chart-topping K-pop girl group Huntrix. We have the fierce and focused Rumi, the loyal and powerful Myra, and the bright, energetic Zoey. By day, they're idols, training, recording, and performing for their adoring fans. By night, they're warriors, trained by the former hunter Celine to protect humanity from any demons that slip through the cracks. But there's a secret, a heavy burden that Rumi, the group's leader, carries alone. She is half demon. This fact is known only to her and Celine, the woman who raised her. Rumi lives in constant fear of the swirling, dark patterns that are slowly spreading across her skin, a physical manifestation of her demonic heritage. She becomes obsessed with completing the Golden Honmoon, believing it's the only way to purge her demon side and finally be normal. She pushes her group to rush the release of their new single, fittingly titled Golden, hoping its magical properties will seal the demons away for good and, in turn, erase her patterns. But the stress and shame are taking their toll. Just as they're about to perform, Rumi starts losing her voice. Her greatest weapon is failing her when she needs it most. Meanwhile, in the demon world, Guima is furious. His minions have failed to weaken the Honmoon, so he greenlights a new, sinister plan. A human-turned-demon named Jinu, haunted by his past, strikes a deal with the Demon King. In exchange for Guima erasing his painful human memories, Jinu will lead a group of 5 demons into the human world. Their mission: to debut as a rival K-pop boy band, the Saja Boys. Their strategy: steal Huntrix's fans, create chaos and weaken the Honmoon from the inside out by capturing the hearts of the public. The Saja Boys make their debut with a ridiculously catchy song called Soda Pop, and they are an instant hit. The public is mesmerized, but Huntrix aren't fooled. They immediately sense the demonic energy and know they have a new, very public enemy. During their first confrontation, a spectacular battle disguised from mortal eyes, Jinu discovers Rumi's secret. He sees the demonic patterns on her skin, but instead of exposing her, he helps her hide them from her own bandmates. This moment creates a strange, secret connection between them. Rumi and Jinu meet in private. He understands her struggle in a way no one else can. He explains that for demons, feelings of shame are like a poison, allowing Guima to control them through tormenting whispers in their minds. Jinu shares his own tragic story. 400 years ago, he was a human who made a deal with Guima for fame to lift his family from poverty. But the deal was a trap, and he was condemned to the demon world, forever living with the guilt of his family's subsequent ruin. As the Saja Boys' popularity soars, the Honmoon weakens. More demons are slipping through, and the attacks on the city become more frequent and more dangerous. The annual Idol Awards are approaching, and Huntrix sees it as their last chance. They decide to write a new, aggressive song called Takedown, an anthem designed to expose the Saja Boys as the monsters they are. But the harsh, demon-hating lyrics make Rumi deeply uncomfortable. Singing these words feels like a betrayal of herself, and it drives a wedge between her, Myra, and Zoey, who don't understand her hesitation. Seeing the growing rift in her group, Rumi devises a risky plan. She secretly proposes a deal to Jinu if he helps Huntrix win the Idol Awards and strengthen the Honmoon. She'll find a way for him to stay in the human world, free from Guima. She confides in him that her shame over her heritage was what stole her voice, and that talking to someone who understands has helped her heal. Jinu admits that her compassion has silenced the tormenting voices in his own head. He agrees to her plan and promises to sabotage his own group, but Guima is always watching. He summons Jinu and reveals the cruel, twisted truth of his past. Jinu didn't sacrifice himself for his family. He abandoned them for a life of wealth and comfort. The guilt Jinu feels isn't for their downfall, but for his own selfishness. Guima threatens to amplify his torment 1,000 times over if he betrays him. The night of the Idol Awards arrives. It's a collision course of music, magic, and destiny. After the conflict it caused, Huntrix decides to shelve Takedown and perform Golden as planned, a song of unity and hope. But it's a trap. Jinu, now firmly back under Guima's control, sends imposter demons to lure Mira and Zoey away. Then 2 other demons disguise themselves as her bandmates and trick Rumi into performing Takedown on stage. Mid-performance, they use their magic to reveal her demonic patterns to the entire world. The crowd gasps. The live broadcast is pure chaos. Humiliated and heartbroken, Rumi flees the stage. She runs right into the real Myra and Zoey, who are horrified. They feel betrayed, not just by her demon nature, but by the fact that she kept it a secret and was colluding with their enemy. Rumi then confronts Jinu, who coldly admits he lied about everything. With the honmoon completely decayed and the world's attention captured, Guima finally has enough power to enter the human world. He casts a massive trance over the public, including Mira and Zoey, drawing them to the Saja boys' stage like puppets. He intends to feed on all of their souls at once. In her absolute despair, Rumi runs to Celine and begs her to end her life. Celine refuses, talking only of restoring the old ways and the honmoon. In a moment of raw pain, Rumi lashes out, accusing Celine of never truly loving her for who she is, only for her role as a hunter. She repudiates Celine, the honmoon, and everything she's ever fought for. But in that moment of hitting rock bottom, something shifts. Rumi realizes the honmoon was never the answer. The problem was never her demon half, it was her shame. With a newfound resolve, she walks back towards the Saja boys' stage. She interrupts their dark anthem, Your Idol, not with a weapon, but with a song, an improvised, deeply personal melody about her pain, her shame, and her ultimate decision to accept every part of herself. The raw, honest power of her music slices through Guima's trance, and Mira and Zoey wake up. Seeing their leader not as a monster, but as someone bravely owning her truth, they rush to her side. Reunited and stronger than ever, Huntrix is reborn. They fight back, their harmony freeing the crowd. Seeing this, a repentant Jinu finally makes his choice. He sacrifices himself, taking a fatal blow from Guima meant for Rumi. As he fades, his now purified human soul flows into her, reinforcing her power. Empowered by his sacrifice and their unbreakable bond, Huntrix unleashes their full strength. They defeat Guima and the remaining Saja boys, not by creating another prison, but by creating a new honmoon, one born of acceptance, not rejection. In the end, Rumi stands tall, her demonic patterns no longer a source of shame, but a beautiful part of who she is. She, Mira, and Zoey shared tears of joy, their friendship reforged in fire. The film closes with them meeting their fans, completely open and honest, proving that our greatest strength comes from embracing the very things that make us different. K-pop Demon Hunters is more than just an action-packed musical. It's a powerful story about identity, the poison of shame, and the healing power of self-acceptance. It shows that we don't have to erase parts of ourselves to be whole. We just have to learn to love the music we make with all of them. What an incredible story, right? It's no wonder this film resonated with millions. What was your favorite part? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.